Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Alright, Settle the Wreckage is the rare, we're going to take that. It's worth a bunch of tickets, and it's kind of a really strong rare, so we're definitely going to take it. What else is good in here? I like the Speaker for Merfolk, same with Shapers of Nature. Depths of Desire, Thrash of Raptors. But it's Settle the Wreckage by quite a bit. Okay, follow-up pick. Well, probably just the Emissary of Sunrise. Once again, high value card. The First Strike, the Explorer. All of it is good. What else is good in this pack? I like Diviner now. Wayfinder's very good. Boon for Merfolk. Skyblade for Vampires, but let's go Emissary. Alright, now we have the choice of Marauders, which is a good card. I do actually like this card, though it's 7 mana. We have Slash of Talons on color with what we have, which is certainly a playable, cheap removal, and not much else. If we wanted to go Vampires, we could consider Skullduggery, but probably just on par enough with Slash of Talons where we just take the on-color card. Marauders is a pirate. It does not fit very well into what we're doing. Plus, I've had pretty bad experiences overall with Boros in this format. I've had a little bit of success, but mostly fail with it, even with good-looking decks. And blue-white is not really a thing. I'm okay taking the Slash of Talons here to stay with our 2 white cards that are very good. Marauding Looter is obviously very good too. I'd like to be able to play both of these cards, or at least to Settle the Wreckage, because it's pretty high upside. I think we're just going to take the Slash of Talons. Alright, now we can take the Pirate's Cutlass, but the problem is white does not have pirates, so that could be an issue. Otherwise we take Bellowing Aegisar, which is good. There's pirates in 3 other colors, black, red, and blue. Black and red are both realistic options to pair with what we've got. I think we'll probably take the Cutlass regardless. Even if you don't have a pirate, it's proven itself to be a pretty good equipment card in the format. Alright, so we have a good Vampire in Sky Marcher. We also have Mark of the Vampire, though, which is also pretty exceptionally good card. And Drover of the Mighty, actually. May be the card we're looking for. Green-white dinos. This being a 2-drop 3/3 that ramps. Pretty exceptional. Otherwise, yeah, Mark of the Vampire is very good if we wanted to move into the Vampire deck. Same with, I like the Sky Marcher. Probably going Drover here. This card just really is, like I said, pretty exceptional. 2 mana 3/3 in the right deck, and it can ramp even when not in the right deck. It's very good. So we have Ixali's Keeper. Certainly playable, not exciting. Firebrand, Chupacabra, another Slash of Talons. I mean, we can take and play all the Slash of Talons. This is a very aggressive format, so having 1 mana removal spells is pretty good. Otherwise, we could take the Keeper. We're not entirely sure we're in green yet, though, so I think we will take the Slash of Talons. Okay, so there's a Pounce. We don't have great creatures for it yet, but that's a good sign to see it this late. Also some late red cards that are pretty good. We're going to take the Pounce, though. We're going to need some better bodies to go with it, but we have Drover, so we have some incentive to go Dinosaurs. And remember, Dinosaurs are in white and green, so we should be able to make it work. Otherwise, we see some late blue here. We could take the Raptor in case the green doesn't work out. We could do Boros, although like I said, I don't really want to do Boros. Cobbled Wings. I mean, we're seeing late blue, but I really don't think blue-white is very good. Black-white could still be a thing, but I'll probably take the Cobbled Wings for flying over top. Diviner is pretty good. Otherwise, we could take the Raptor. Seeing the late red could be the sign, but actually Diviner is just good for this deck too. I mean, we already have a Cutlass, so we can equip something to it, but kind of blocks early. We're well set up to win in the late game with cards like Settle the Wreckage, so having a blocker early can be good. I think we'll take the Diviner. I like our green cards more than the red currently. I guess we'll take a Dreadnought in case I need it. We can take a Lancer. I don't really like the card in general, but it does thematically work in a dinosaur deck. Alright. Encampment Keeper. Take it. Just to cut white. Gilded Sentinel. Okay. So, I mean, we did get 14 cards that are all playable. Although these are ones I'd prefer not to play right off the bat. Kind of don't even want to play these two. Vanta, but this is the first time I've seen this one. Pay 7 life, destroy target non-land permanent. And it's a 5 mana 4/4 Vigilance lifelink. Yeah, I think we can take that. Otherwise, we take a Savage Stomp. There's a Wanted Scoundrel in here. Hammer Skull. A lot of cards we want, but this is a pretty cool mythic. 4/4 lifelink Vigilance is a nice ability mashup too. We could end up splashing for it. I think that's totally realistic. Or we could try and maneuver into a vampire deck. I'm probably okay with that. Like, we could take a Walk the Plank here over a Bloodletter. Otherwise, there's a Daggertooth Dinosaur in green. Nothing really we want in white. We could take Walk the Plank and just get some hard removal. I mean, like I said, we could have splashed for Vona, but we're not super deep into green anyway. And I guess the nice thing about this is there are pirates in black as well. Well, here I think we just take a Bloodletter, which is very good. Flying vampire. Otherwise, Bloodcraze Paladin is playable, though not exciting. We'll just take the Bloodletter and be happy enough about that. Good flying vampire. Okay, we can take the Castaway. We do have a Cobbled Wing and a Pirate Cutlass currently, and a Dreadnought, so I guess Castaways is actually fine. We're kind of going to need some cheaper creatures, and it's a pirate. It actually pairs really well with the Cutlass, so. Otherwise, we could take the Sun Petal Grove. Let me think about let me look at, I guess, what a foil one from this format is worth. It's probably not worth that. Oh, it's worth a ticket. I could take it. We don't really have any green cards worth splashing. I guess Pounce is good with the Vona. But I feel like we're probably going to need some cheap spells. Cheap creatures, specifically. We'll take the Castaways. I feel like this is actually one of the few times where Castaways actually looks pretty good, too. Alright, Call to the Feast seems like a great pickup. There's also Skymarch, Bloodletter, Queen's Commission, Skullduggery. This is kind of our pack. I prefer I think most of the time I prefer the Evasion. So I'm kind of tempted to take the Bloodletter. Call to the Feast is good because you just get a bunch of bodies, and they have lifelink, so it pairs fairly well with Vona. Although Bloodletter just really does work pretty well. I think we're going to take it. I like the Evasion. Most of the time I err on the side of Evasion. So here we could take the Hoarder. It's a pirate. It's a 2-drop. I think it's probably what we want over the Knave, which is also a pirate, and the Queen's Agent, which is a vampire, but we'll take the 2-drop here. Can never really have enough 2-drops. So this actually turns off our own things, so I don't think we want that. Legion's Judgment is more of a sideboard card. I could take the Queen's Agent. Works well with Vona. I don't know. I like this card more than most people do, I think. I think we'll probably just take the Queen's Agent. I've been fairly impressed with it. So here we can take the Deathless Ancient, or we can take the Sky Blade of the Legion. There's also a Vampire Zeal. Probably take the Deathless Ancient. We only have 4 vampires so far, though. But it is a big flyer. It's probably a little more exciting than Skyblade of the Legion, although Skyblade's good with the Cutlass. We'll probably just take the Deathless Ancient and be okay with that. So we could take another Queen's Agent. I guess we will. It's more exciting than Duress. We can get our first Conquistador, I guess. Another death? Alright, well, I think we're a little bit 6-drop heavy at this point, but I'd probably rather play the flyers, I think, than the lifelinkers. I don't know. Maybe we play them all and we could end up with a 17 land deck. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility here. We basically just have to gear ourselves in a way we're a little bit more defensive, which I think is fine. We'll let the red keep on flowing. So if I were to have to choose 2 6-drops, I'd probably just play the flyers, even though most of the time we're not going to be able to bring them back. Kind of makes sense. We're going to take the white card there. It kind of makes sense to me to play the flyers over the lifelinkers. Fell flagship. Well, we don't have enough pirates to make that work, so not really interested. Could just take Dark Nourishment. It's removal. Otherwise, we could take the vampire. We do have some need for vampire synergies, although these just being 6 mana 4/4 flyers is not the absolute worst. I'd probably take Dark Nourishment over Vampire Zeal, especially in the deck where, like I said, we have Vona. I mean, Vona is kind of the argument to play the Agents over the Ancients, but maybe I might be able to do a 1-1 split. We'll see. But for now, we're going to take Dark Nourishment. Call to the Feast is quite good. What? God, I've always wanted to play this card too. I think we got to take the Call of the Feast. There's also Contract Killing, but we need to stall out, and Call of the Feast has pretty perfect synergy with Deathless Ancient too. Plus the lifelink once again for Vona. Yeah, and the Pirate's Cutlass. Yeah, we just take Call of the Feast. Contract Killing is very good though too. Seeker Squire is very good, but we also have Territorial Hammerskull, which gets to attack and tap things, which is also good. I like the Explorer, and it's a 2-drop. It's good for buying time. But Hammerskull just has proven itself to be quite good. I actually don't know. I may want the cheaper thing here in Seeker Squire. I think Hammerskull beats down better, but we're looking a little bit slower, which makes me think getting some more cheap stuff makes more sense. Especially since I really don't want to play Conquistador if we don't have any other Conquistadors. If I get one other one, I can keep it, but I'm going to take the Squire. Vanguard is very good. There's also a Ruthless Knave in here, but it's a pretty easy Vanguard. This card is very strong. So now we can take the Vampire Zeal over the Conquistador and the Sun Petal Grove. Be happy enough with that. Sky Marcher is good. There's also a Skyblade of the Legion and a Raptor Companion. Choices galore. So how many vampires do we have now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 10. This could be our 8th. Sword Point Diplomacy is actually a pretty good card, but better for beatdown. It's not, I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's playable is what I'm trying to say. Sky Marcher versus Skyblade and Raptor Companion. I think we're going to go with the Vampire that buffs. I found it's pretty good, and it evades. It's just all relevant. Alright, Skyblade is a nice pickup. We'll take it. So, March of the Drowned to bring back Vona, I guess could be a possibility. We don't really have a lot of other creatures I want to bring back. But I don't need anything else there. Tormentor I probably end up playing over the Conquistador. Pirate, Vampire, Dinosaur, Merfolk. So we have Vampire, we have Pirate, we don't have Dinosaur, and we don't have Merfolk. Probably just take it anyway. We could potentially get 2 back with it, but we don't really have a lot of pirates either. We have a couple. I may have to play 3 6-drops. I don't know. I think this deck still looks like we're staying pretty busy early. How many vampires did we get? 8? Or 7? Might be 7, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I guess we have 10. We have a lot. That's good. Ritual of Rejuvenation. Guess we'll take it. Could hate a Depths of Desire, I suppose, but we don't need Prying Blade. We don't need Spreading Run. I guess we'll take the Rot sideboard option. Duress is sideboard. So, second to last pick playable card is a good sign for us. I think we'll play that over the March of the Drown. I'm still actually, I think, okay playing 3/6 drops, probably. Yeah, this deck looks pretty good, actually. I think all in all, we ended up pretty good. Not many pirates for the Cutlass, but we have actually good evasion. This doesn't really have vampire synergies, but it is a vampire. We have some lifelink. I guess it works with our Vampire Zeal pretty well. And the Sky Marcher. I mean, so other cards work well with it, but it doesn't exactly require vampire cards to be good. Yeah, I'm probably okay with this. We're a little bit removal light, but I guess we have... Wow, what does Cobbled Wings do for us? It doesn't really... I guess it's good with Vona, but we already have... We have more evasion than I actually realized we do. We have... I guess it's good with Vanguard. It's good with the Castaways, but I kind of don't even want to play the Castaways now. I'm trying to find a way if I can just bring in... We might just want all the 6 drops. I know it sounds a little bit greedy, but I kind of don't want to go on the Cobbled Wing plan. Like, I'd rather just cut Cobbled Wings, cut Castaway, and probably just run this and then 17 lands, and I think we're actually still okay. We have quite a few things going on early, and then quite a few things going on late, and some removal in the middle, 16 creatures as well. Good, like, card draw, explore, synergy stuff, some ramp. Definite removal, I guess. Double Slash of Talons, Vampire Zeal, Walk the Plank, Settle, and Dark Nourishment. All good, and I guess Vona's kind of removal too. I'm okay with this, actually. I think this is acceptable. So, I guess we probably just do 9/8. They agree. So, yeah, this is a cool looking deck, actually. I don't know. We'll see if we get punished from playing all the lifelinker, or the 6 drops, I should say, but we have quite a bit of Explorer, and like I said, I've actually found Queen's Agent to be better than it looks. But I guess we'll have to see. So, alright. There you have it. Black-White Vampires. We'll see you round 1.